Hello, hello, hello. Kia ora, everybody. Looks like my microphone is picking up, which is always a good sign. Alright, things are a little different today. What do I want? What do I want to do? How do I do that? How do I do that? That's what I want. That one? Yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna go over here. I know how to do fancy things. Are we ready? Because we're looking a little different today. Look. Oop, 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 oop. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm hiding. I'm coming. Boom. Hi, I'm a pencil today. I'm a rainbow pencil today. Yeah, I'm not feeling 100% today, so we're just gonna be a pencil today because that's the mood. Yeah, things are a little. Like, I'm still here. I promise I'm not a full robot. Like, see? I'm still here. But some days you just want to be a pencil. You know? I can't be alone in these thoughts. So yeah, yeah. Oh, Shadow. Already. Need to make you an animated emote. Make you a pencil for the day. I don't know what you're meowing for. You've been spoiled rotten with food this morning. So yes, kia ora, everybody. Welcome into a bonus stream. We are impulse streaming because why not? I bumped my camera and I really one day need to remove that. So kia ora, kia oras. Let's start with kia oras. We can go back to actually the just chatting screen for now. Yeah, giant. So this is Wardart, by the way, if you've never met Wardart. He used to be on my streams all the time. Wardart is a rainbow pencil, as you can tell. And it used to be that you could redeem sound alerts and stuff like that. And as you can tell, Wardart's mouth moves just ever so slightly. And so Wardart would, like, you could make Wardart talk and stuff on stream. So this is where this is from. I don't have those redeems anymore, so Wardart just kind of lives in the background, but I was just in a mood today. I was like, I don't know if I want to go live or not. And then I was like, you know, no, we're gonna go live, but we're just gonna pull up Wardart. We're just gonna have Wardart, and it's jokingly called Wardart because pencils are essentially darts if you sharpen them strong enough. But my name on Twitch in particular is often misread as Anime Wardart instead of Amy Ward Art. So, even despite the capitalization. So, that's a running joke. This is how we get Wardart. So, yeah. Good times. So, we are doing a bonus stream today. And we are going to be working in one of the new books from the Happy Mail, which is Critterville free. This is by... I don't know how to pronounce this name. Ayse Yildirim. I do apologize. I know I'm pronouncing that name wrong. It is a very, very cute book that very much appeals to what I like to color. I started this page in Jess's stream. Speaking of, hello coloring Bumblebee. So I started this page and then I got asked if I was streaming and I went to go and double check and we could stream today. So it was like, yeah, all right. And we have a cat. So while we have a cat here, let's say kia ora to Zoe, Yana, Stardust, Colourful Planner, Mother of Three, Rosalind, Susie, Pauline, Amanda, Colouring Bumblebee, Double A. I think that's everyone. And Steve says hi too. Yeah. You're such a pain in the boop. You're such a pain in the boop. You've had tons and tons of chicken, because I know we put chicken on in the crock pot. You've had your bowl of food, and you had extra food. So I don't know why you're being extra clingy. You've got no reason to be clingy today. You should go and curl up and have a very contented nap. What are you doing? That's not for you to squish on. Ugh. B, hello, hello. I missed it by guessing war dart's going to be your face. Today, war dart is going to be my face, because I just don't feel like having face cam on today. It's just a day. And there's no fake nails today because I'm having a reaction. So, no fake nails. We've got the compression gear on. So, you're going to get rave party. Dun, 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 dun. You doing crop pot today too? Yeah. So yes, this is one of the haul books. I did go through quite a few of them. I did update my colouring book tracker as well and do all the sort of admin work. I had a phone call with some friends, and it just kind of was like the perfect time to get all the colouring book tracker sorted. So I did end up doing all that. I know we talked about doing an admin stream, but yeah, I got the colouring book tracker all sorted, which was wonderful. So I am at, I'm just gonna find it. So I am at, I think it's 287 or 288. Sorry, 387. Remember, you've always got to remove one. So 387 for the total of colouring books. The really fun part is when we go up here. And we go back to our averages. I'm up to 41 years to complete my whole collection. 41 years to work on the entire collection. Hey, we've got 816 pages done in my whole collection. Like, we're nearing 1,000 pages done in all my colouring books. And if you added in, like, non-colouring book projects, like all the bookmarks that I did this month, that brought me up to 60, then we'd have a lot more pages. Yeah, you know, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. 41 years. 41 years. Just don't sleep and you only have 20 years. Exactly. Is that only if you colour a page a day? No, Zoe. So how this works out is I have here my monthly totals, which averages out. So it averages out the, you know, what these are. So right now I'm doing 38.5 pages on average per month. Obviously, some months we do a lot more, and then some months we do a lot less. But basically, it calculates and goes, cool, 38.5 pages on average. And then here, it adds up all the pages that are available in my colouring book. So when I add a colouring book to the list, and I put in the page count, and remember, I don't put in, like, the printed or, like, the official page count total. I put in how many pages I would actually colour in that book. So I remove all the, like, menus and, you know, content pages and stuff like that. So there is just under 20,000 pages in that I have available to colour, and I've coloured 816 of them. So there's just over 19,000 pages to go, which, using my average, basically dividing this by my 38.5 and then dividing that again by 12 for 12 months. That's how we get down to 41, just over 41 years. I'm content to be collecting art books I can colour. Exactly. Knitters call this Sable. Stash acquisition beyond life expectancy. Exactly, Kimberlyn. Yep. Yeah, we don't need to go into my yarn collection. Admittedly, a lot of it's with my mum. So yeah, that's just my fun little thing. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, collecting art supplies and using art supplies, two different hobbies. We've well established that. No, that's all good, Amanda. There's, in fact, there's a whole thing. Spreadsheet. It should pop up in a minute, but that'll give you the Google Doc that you can copy and a link to the YouTube video if you're someone who's never used a spreadsheet before or isn't very confident in spreadsheets, where I break it down into the absolute basics. It's a very basic spreadsheet, but I wanted to make it so that if it broke, it wasn't like there was minimal ways it could break, basically. I was trying to make it as simple as possible, and then if you want to make it fancier, go for it. There's a lot of people that have taken it and use it as a base and then customize it for their own needs, which is exactly what I do as well. Yeah, basically I just put it out as this is a very basic version. Here is the basics of how to use it. If you have a YouTube account, you have a Google account, so it's free to use. That's why I did it via Google Sheets, because it meant anyone could use it. And then, yeah, the big thing is just remember, because it's a template, if you pull it up, it will have up the top right a button that says make a copy or use a copy or something or other. Can't exactly remember, just make sure you hit that button first, because if you go to click on the spreadsheet to edit it, it will say you can't edit it. Do you want to send a request? And then it'll send it to me, and I'm going to decline it, because it's going to be you asking to edit the spreadsheet itself. You have to make a copy and put it into your own Google Drive. And then if you're using like a tablet or a device, you may need to get Google Sheets as well to use it. I have one tree that I did not finish doing that on. Although we could do that tree a different colour. I was thinking some of these trees we might do purple. We might bring in some purple as well. Because it's fun. Because why not? Because we've got some mice waving goodbye to a bunny who's going travelling. I can send you that link if you want to flip me a message. Won't remember to do it right away, but I can do it after stream. And if I forget to do it after stream, despite your message, just re-message me. Don't be afraid to nag me if I've forgotten to do something, because that's very like me. I am someone who will be like, oh yeah, and then I will forget to message. And it's nothing on you, I just have one of those brains. So yeah, we are working on this Critterville free page. I am using Kalour pencils. Just decided randomly I wanted to use Kalour pencils last night. And so I used them for another page, and then they're sitting here, so I was like, cool, I'll use them again. I still have not swatched them. I'll swatch them one day properly. I haven't swatched them properly yet. I think it's kind of annoying that the swatch chart doesn't actually follow the tray order chart, but I did find someone on Etsy who is selling a swatch for these that is in the tray order, so it is in color order, so I think I might purchase that and use that to swatch instead, because it's a bit annoying how the swatch thing is in numerical order, not shade order, because the numerical orders of these is not the actual color order. So I have also ordered, because I've realized that I find it quite difficult to use these when I want to use a lot of colors, because I'm having to go through all the trays, and I don't like lifting up the trays and digging through the trays. So I have also ordered another 500 slot pencil case. Now I know that this is a 520 set, but I figured that'll get 500 of them boxed up, and then I'm just going to have to figure out something for the additional 20 pencils. Whether I just pull out like the metallics separate or the fluorescent separate, or although I like the order of them. If I can find, like, you know, if I can find one pencil holder, I can get like individual pencil holder racks or something, so I might grab something like that and just clip that onto the side for like the final 20. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out later. I've sent you over some fresh art tats. Thank you, Roslyn. That sunset's to die for. Thank you. How do you like the Kalour? I do like the Kalour. They are They are a good firm pencil. They remind me a lot of Polychromos. Yeah, they're not as pigmented, obviously, as Polychromos, but I do really enjoy them. I'm really enjoying the way that they're working. Like, this is just directly on Amazon paper, and I'm actually really enjoying just using them directly on Amazon paper. And that's what I ended up doing last night too, because I ended up colouring in a page in Fairy Beauties by Coco Wyo. I had a lot of fun with that page, and I also, is that the one I used up my twinkles, and I had to cut it open to like get the last of my twinkles out because this bottle was so close to being done. So I ended up opening the bottle up to get the last of this glitter out. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the page. Yeah. Yeah, these are not Holbeins. These are Kalours. Oh, no, double A. Also, yes, that is a good point too, speaking of scary outside world things. There is a chance at some point my phone is going to scream. My phone is on silent, but of course, as you might have seen the news, and we won't talk about it because what's going on, we just wish all the best for everyone in the situation. But yes, there was some big earthquakes, and New Zealand, being in the same oceanic zone, is on a tsunami alert. Please, we're totally safe here. Like, it's not even like a run away from the coastline situation. It's just a like, hey, don't go down and look at the coastline. Don't be don't go onto the beach right now. And, don't go swimming and surfing and stuff like that. Basically, that's all that's out at the moment. It's like, yeah, just don't go in the water right now. And if you're like on a boat, be aware that currents may be stronger. So it's totally okay. It's not a big thing here. We get these sort of things all the time. The reason why I'm bringing it up is just because the Civil Defence puts out national alerts, and the alerts override your phone settings. So even if your phone is on silent, your phone will scream at you, because that's what you want in a national alert system. You want it to. Like, I get why they do it, and I want that, but I don't want that at 6:30 in the morning when I'm half asleep. 6:30 in the morning is not fun. So it was a very, very rude wake up this morning, but then I was like turning off the alert so that my phone would be quiet, and then I saw Jess was live, and I was like, oh, well, the universe obviously wants me awake today, so let's go and watch Jess. So it worked out quite perfectly. Yeah, hello, welcome in. So I want to have a little bit of room for some yellow. I have trays of pencils everywhere. We had one semi recently because we had a national, we had a test, because they test the system once a year, plus there's some other tests as well. But they had the big national test recently, and I was like, thank God I was aware, because I was driving at the time, and it was like, we've got the national test coming up. It's such a jump scare, and it's like when you're driving, like I was in the bathroom when I got a second one this morning, and it just caused me to jump scare so badly. Oh yeah, I can turn down the music, my apologies. Sorry, after stream sometimes I go in and I blast music and I turn it up, and then I forget to turn it back down for stream. My apologies. Please always feel free to let me know if it's too loud, because that will frequently happen, that I will go in, blast music, and then be like, oh, and forget to turn it back down again. No worries. If it's a brain itchy, we'll skip it. I think it's ending anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we call those brain itchy songs. If it's a brain itchy song, let me know. There's sometimes entire albums that I skip because they're brain itchy albums. So it was one that I quite often skip for that reason. So yeah, just let me know. Just be like, hey, it's a bit brain itchy today. You detoured and got ice cream without lunch? Nice. Bed is best. You are correct. I did have half of my breakfast. I've got the other half there. I just chucked some peanut butter and bread with salt and pepper. One big problem with the Kalours is that I'm finding that these tips break a lot. Right, we also, I did have these open, I forgot to bring them up. We do also have some, some art text. Wow, I know words. I know words. We have some art text from Rosalind. We want that one. Boom. So I believe this is the one that we got to see last time. I need to adjust this slightly. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Bring that up a little bit. Bring that down there a little bit. Yeah, there we go. This is gorgeous. I love how it turned out. I love that shiny gold for the border as well. It's such a pretty one. And then we also have one from Cozy Corner as well, which is this one here. Which is super cute. Super, super cute. Love, love, love how that turned out. I've coloured that page and mine looks like shite compared to this. But it's a cute and cozy book, and sometimes it's just fun to colour them. So yeah, you did great. You did so good. It's your first alcohol marker picture? Fantastic. Alright. I got the same bookmark as you in the 15 pages bundle from Raider Etsy store. Yeah. Yeah, go Stardust. That's so fun. Honestly, you'll see when I film and upload completed pages, which probably would have been what I did today if I wasn't streaming. Yeah, it's fun. It's such a cute set. I love the Raider Prince ones, so yeah, I've got so many bookmarks that I've made this month, and Raider Prince is a good portion of them. Yeah. Gonna say goodnight. Stream made me really tired today. Oh, good, Jess. I'm so sorry I forgot to talk about the raid and fade, which is essentially what you did. You raided over, and, you know, I usually encourage a fade afterwards because you need to self-care post-stream. It's exhausting. So, yes, go do the self-cares. Go to sleepies. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your gorgeous page today. It was lovely being there while I was there in the middle of, you know, waking up and breakfast stuff and cat stuff and shower stuff and all that good stuff. Oi, I can't stop yawning. I can't stop yawning. Yeah, I was cleaning up some stuff yesterday, and I also found this as well, which I totally forgot I had. I was like, oh, I should do those sometimes. So they're like those scratch off things and you can do your own designs on them, and it has the rainbows underneath. I was like, I should do those sometime, so I have them here. This is how random yesterday was while I was cleaning up, I also found this that I had randomly brought. And the one that I had is this butterfly one. And it's just, you know, a diamond art sun catcher. So I just made it. That's what I did yesterday. It was a really random day. It was fun though. It was nice to do something a little different and do a little crafty thing. It didn't take too long. Oy, oy, oy. I can't stop yawning. More caffeine. It's just how bookmarks can actually, but stop selling my work. Still use all my own bookmarks. Fair enough. Yeah, I did think about pulling out like the scrapbooking papers and stickers and making some more, but I still have quite a few of like the colouring in ones to do, and they're actually quite fun little projects. I really enjoy them, so yeah. There's a reason why my completed pages for the month is so high, because like I just counted each individual bookmark and I made a lot of bookmarks. Like I think I made nearly 40 bookmarks or 30 bookmarks. Like there wasn't a lot of actual pages, but there was a few pages. But yeah, I made a lot of bookmarks because that was the mood. Alright, so just working too hard to shake the camera. So one of the hardest things about doing this is with the just pencil is getting in enough contrast. Because the pencil's like, it does leave a little bit of the white of the paper, so it never quite gets in. I don't have a public address out there, though I have thought about getting a PO box, so that I can put an address out there. I have thought about it, but yeah, I can message addresses too. I'm happy to message an address to people. I just don't want to like publicly state out my address because, you know, internet safety. But yeah, you can always just message me. Yeah, they are expensive to have here too. I used to have one because my dad had one for years, but when he passed away, we got rid of it because we didn't actually need it. But I can get one just up the road from me, but it's just, I have to figure out if having a PO box is worth it's nearly $250 for the cost of the PO box. And that's a lot of moolah. Yeah. But absolutely on a message or an email, I will pass out addresses to people that I have interacted with online. You know, like, you know, if Joe Blog comes in and goes, oh, I'm going to send you stuff, give me your address. It's like, I've never met you, never interacted with you. I don't think I'm going to pass you my address. But, you know, if we've been chatting and stuff like that, it's like, yeah. Bit different. Oh, that was a stretch. Whew. Right. So, I do need to bring some green down here at some point because we want to balance that green across. So, some of the stuff at the front will do green. Probably the big bush by the bridge here, that might be a good one to do green. And then we can do some of this purple as well. Because, I don't know why, I just feel like I want to do purple trees. Like my brain is saying do purple trees. So, we're going to do purple trees. Because why not? You know, it's again, it's fun and it's animal Like, it can be. Alright. Purples. So many purples. I love how many purples are in this set. Honestly, there's like 2 trays of pinky purples. It's great. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. I mean, I was jerked awake and, you know, things like that. But I'm also yawning quite a bit for me. Alright. This is called Bright Purple. We'll start with that one. That's so good, Amanda. I also fully understand those vibes. Oi, oi, oi. Oh. Alright, and then we'll do you purple up here, because... yeah, purple. Yeah, I've done that before too. It's real easy to just end up holding on to stuff and it's like, oh, I'll get it to them eventually, and then it's like, oh yeah, whoops. I have so many bits and pieces. I need to take a trip to Wellington to eventually get the original artworks to some people for some character art and stuff like that. Actually, I have some more character art that I might be sketching soon as well. Kind of got an idea. I was like, my brain was kind of on all cylinders last night, and it ended up coming up with some character concepts and stuff like that. And it's like, I should really sketch these out. I've kind of had them stuck in my head, so I should just sketch them out one day. Oh, yeah, no, that's exciting. I'm so glad. It's always a good sign when you're at the point of being able to drive. I am still yawning. I can't stop yawning. I don't know why. It's just like every 2 seconds, yawn, yawn, yawn. Part of me is tempted to, I've been on the wait list at my hospital dental unit for a while. Part of me's like, I should really ring the unit and see if they can bump me, because my teeth have been hurting a lot lately. And yeah, so part of me was like, I should. I absolutely have a huge phobia of dental stuff, which is half the reason I have to go into the hospital, because I have to be knocked out to have anything done. So yeah, part of me was like, do I just ring the hospital? But they had a massive nurses strike for the last 24 hours, so they're playing catch up because of nurse strikes. So I was like, yeah, okay, we won't ring them today, but at some point I have to suck it up. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking, is there might be cancellations and I can just slot in, but yeah, it's definitely better if I just go and get it done, like on so many fronts. I'm so bad at getting it done because, again, it's just so horrendous for me. And I know that I know that this won't even be the appointment because I'll have to check them out first and go, yes, we need to proceed with this or do this or do this. And like, I have to have a whole bunch of stuff done, and, you know, we have to contact GP, and it's not just to like go up there and they'll do stuff straight away. They have to look and then plan and then get the approval to knock me out, basically. Yeah, it's starting that process though. But yeah, as I said yesterday, they had a big strike, so I know they're playing catch up today, so they're not feeling too bad today. They are starting to settle down again, which is nice because they were getting a bit iffy there for a while. Which is also another reason why I'm tired, because I haven't been sleeping well this week, because teeth. But yeah, I am going to talk to them about the possibility of actually just removing all my teeth and getting dentures. Which may sound ridiculous for my age, but honestly, I just hate going to the dentist that much. I'd rather not have teeth. I already eat soft foods. Like, it won't impact my life in any way. Yeah. Oh, let's do, I just put the purple back, but let's do one more purple, because we can do down here, and then we can do those ones green, and then there's still a couple of other plants, but I'll leave those in case I want to bring in another colour. Oh, I hate working right into the spine. Oh, crack the spine. So hard cracking a book open sometimes. Hopefully it's not too boring. It's a lot of like little scribbles today. That's okay, Amanda. I get like that too. I'm like, what was I even saying? What was I even talking about? I have no idea. This is now the thing. But yeah, we'll talk about happier things than the dentist, because ugh, dentist. Look after your teeth, kids. So yeah, it's technically the 31st here, but this is going into August pages because I've already wrapped up July. I did all that yesterday on the 30th, so yeah, July is all wrapped up. I've got all my totals and all that sort of stuff, and I've set up the book for August, so now it's just sitting down to film completed pages. And if I get a bit, like if my hand gets too sore doing this, or I want to switch to something else, I may switch to just pulling the books off the shelves and starting to mark pages for completed pages, because I've got 3 months worth of completed pages to film. So it's going to be a big thing, and like I have to pull out a lot of books. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow. Stumbled on that one. Ah, yes, I understand, Amanda. It's very hard on mobile some days. Oi, 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 oi. There's another yawn. Wouldn't mind if you sneaky peek. Admin. Yeah, so I did do all the like spreadsheet updating and all the numbers and that sort of stuff. So all the number part is done. But yeah, it's just like gathering and marking of all the book pages and stuff like that. Because again, 3 months worth of books, so it's a few. It's a fair few. Like there are a lot in the same book, which does make it a little easier. There are some books where we've got multiple pages in one. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm still vibing with this right now. I know why I wanted to only work in pencil on this as well. Like, my hands are sore and I want to work in just pencil, but whatever. It is cute. Oh, there's another type up there as well. It's okay, we might introduce... Maybe we'll do another leaf colour. More purple on this side because it will be getting less sun because we are following this as if it's shadow, and then I want a bit of pink. Right, where's the pink tray? Looks like there's some pinks on here. You'll do. That's one of the things I'm finding really difficult about the Kalours and working from the trays is like trying to bounce between all the trays to pick up all the different coloured pencils. Trays aren't easy to move. Alright, a bit more pinky. And then a yellow. You went quiet and my husband snored so loud it scared me. Oh goodness. You're all good, Zoe. You're all good. You know that I'm always a good lurky stream. I hope you feel better soon. I hope you all feel better soon. All those, Susie with your surgery and Yana, your recovery. Yeah. They all pass by very soon. Just gonna add in a bit more bright yellow. Do 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 do. Paid art tax? Oh, good man. I will have a check that out in a moment. Ate the entire ice cream. Usually eat a quarter and ration it. Hey, it's just an ice cream day, Ashley. Some days are just hungry days. Some days are ice cream days. Alright. We have some optics. Ooh. That really is progressing. This is looking gorgeous. Man, it's made a lot more progress on the Froggy page. I love how that's turning out. I mean, you've used pink, purple, and blue, which is always a gorgeous colour combo. So cute. Hopefully that didn't pick up too many crows. As I crackle my fingers. Went to Dairy Queen, which is the only thing down here, and got a chocolate cookie dough blizzard with a pumper chocolate sauce. Every day is an ice cream day. Coffee ice cream is my guilty pleasure. I mean, guilt isn't an ingredient, but I do understand having a self-care treat. Having a brain happy treat. I would have ice cream, but it's A, not what I'm in the mood for right now, and B, it would actually hurt my teeth, which doubly makes me not in the mood for it. But I can get behind some ice cream normally. I'm not like a big, like I ate McDonald's on a Friday night stream one night, but I don't genuinely eat McDonald's. It was the first time I've eaten like a commercial burger in a long time. But I do freaking love soft serve ice cream. Soft serve ice cream is one of those things where I'm like, especially when it's got strawberry sauce on it. Pink ice cream. Like, there's so much better ice cream. And I enjoy the better ice creams too. But there's something very nostalgic about a good old soft serve ice cream. I've not been to McDonald's in over a decade, but it would for soft serve. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not something I regularly would eat, but I do like soft serve. Alright, fill in the bottom with the pink. I like our little pinky purple plants with a little bit of yellow. I'm going to bring in a bit more yellow. This one would be getting a little bit more sunlight, so we'll just put a bit more yellow. That's why it's getting a bit more pink too, because there's a little more in the light. Alright, I feel like I do need to go in and darken the purple though. Like, it feels quite flat still. Like, there's a little bit of shading, but there's not a lot of contrast. So I do want to get a very dark Just go over some of those darker areas. Just add in a little bit more contrast. Again, this is something that I struggle with when I do colour directly onto paper. It's just because the white of the paper shows up, a lot of the colours appear more muted, which can make a more softer thing, but I'm someone who likes very vibrant colours, so this is why I usually put down like an alcohol marker base or something first, because I'm like, more colour, more colour, more colour. But it can make things difficult if I choose to do just pencil. Oh, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Oops, I forgot a little bit of yellow down here. And what I'll do is I'll actually use the same bluish purple just to deepen a couple bits of the green. Green's got a little bit more contrast, so it's not as bad. We'll deepen a little bit on there. Still got to bring the green down here a bit, just to sort of tie that down. And then so bring out this while I remember. Excuse me. Oh. Why does Amy make me want to colour everything she's colouring? I don't even have these books, because these books are adorable. Like, look at a little mousey. Look at our little friend. It's waving to the Bun Bun, because the Bun Bun's going on holiday. And we've got a little another mousey friend up there saying bye-bye as well. Like, it's just so cute. The Bun Buns are washing there. Like, I also love Therapy Fox. I don't know why. Therapy Fox just makes me so happy. Yeah, I know. It makes me very happy, and it's a very good page for today. Because, like, the outside world don't exist today. Today, there is just Mousy Friend and Bun Buns. Bun Bun's going on a little holiday. And they live in a happy little place where the trees are purple. I'm thinking I'm bringing in some blue as well. You know? It's just a happy little place. Wonder if I can find these on PDF. Goes on search. I hope you can. Yeah, if you're not a fan of the Amazon paper, I hope you can, because I don't mind it. Like, I'm finding out that I can work quite well with Amazon paper. I have to change my techniques a little bit, but I can do it. I quite like the Amazon paper, yeah. I think it just depends on how you like to work. Like, I do admit that certain things are very difficult on it, and I did get rid of one book in my collection, which was on some of the worst paper that I've ever used in my life. I can't even explain how bad that paper was, but I also had that same book in grayscale. It was actually a Selena Fennick grayscale book. Like, I've unhauled a couple books because I've realized that, like, I wasn't into, like, the coloring style or, like, the subject matter or, you know, like, the style. I realized, okay, it's not for me. So I have unhauled a few books over the years. This is the only book I've ever gotten rid of because I did not like the paper. And it was a Selena Fenwick book, and it was Amazon paper. It was one of her mermaid books, but I have the grayscale version. The grayscale version paper, absolutely lovely. Like, I can work with it like a dream. Alcohol markers, pencils, wet media, like, I've chucked all sorts at that paper and it's fine. This other book printed at a similar place, but somehow entirely different Amazon paper, and none of my other Amazon books are like it. The paper almost had like a film on it, so I would brush over with a layer of alcohol marker, and in some areas it was like there was a film that stopped the ink absorbing well. In other areas there was no film at all and the ink would just absorb through. So you would do one flat layer and you would get these splotches where the inks were absorbing at different rates and into different depths of the paper. And I tried various alcohol markers to make sure it wasn't just the alcohol marker. So I changed different brands. I even used Copics, and all the alcohol markers were doing it. I tried out water-based mediums and they were doing the same thing. The pencils weren't even sitting on top properly, and after a lot of play I realized that it was something to do with the paper. The paper itself was not actually consistent, and so it resulted in differing textures across the page. I don't know what the hell happened with that paper, but it was just throughout the book, and some sheets were worse than others, but it just resulted in a page where I could not predict how something was working, because I could literally, like, if I was colouring in this little cobblestone here, this half might work fine and then this other half would just not work at all. It was like working with multiple paper types on one page. And in some of the pages were worse than others, but in the end I was just like, I don't even want to battle this paper. I know I could with enough determination, but I have the grayscale version of this book. I don't need to battle it. I'm not enjoying it. And I had a lot of people say, well, why don't you just copy off the images onto your own paper? It's like, well, I've already got the grayscale version of this book, which has double sets of images already. I don't really want to do it again. So yeah, in the end, I did just get rid of that book. That's the only book I've unhauled because I just can't do the paper. But yeah, all my other Amazon books, no worries at all. Which reminds me, I just need to check this one over here that's drying. Yeah, like this is what I did last night. And this is Amazon paper. This is just Kalours on the paper again. This is why I have the Kalours out, because I felt like playing with them last night, but then I just covered her in stickles. I was just doing the wings, but it didn't, like, it kind of went a little chunky over the wings, and so it's just like, you know what, we're just going to put it everywhere. I ended up dropping it all over the place, and the bottle was half empty. So I was just like, cool, more glitter, so now more glitter. So yeah, finished at about 1 AM this morning. It's still drying through because the glitter is so thick on her wings. So yeah, just reminded me that I needed to, like, put a little something under there so those wings dry a bit. Might have to blast it with a hairdryer to speed it up a bit. But yeah, that one's fun, and that was a ton of stickles. And sparkle on that page is magnificent. Thank you. I like sparkle. I think we're going to put sparkles on the water here. Like, I feel like this water needs, like, sunset rainbow sparkles. Like, you know how when the sun's setting and the water's glistening, and yeah, I think we're going to glitterify the water. And that feels kind of appropriate. I need to put a plaster on because my thumb keeps splitting. Okay, that balances out the green. So now, yeah, I think we'll do some blue. Why not? Let's do some blue leaves. Alright, did I have blue at the bottom? No. Blue, where's a blue tray? That's there. Teal. Greys, browns, reds. That looks like some blues. Can't seem to find them. On the list they go. Amy made me add it to my list. That's so cute. It's very much up my alley of what I like to colour though. So it's like, if it's not up your alley for colouring, it's also fine. I just like cutesy animals, so makes me happy. But it's okay if it doesn't make you happy. Great thing about colouring, there's just so much out there. Colour what inspires you. Need to bring green into the air. Just realised there's a tiny little cactus on that shelf. That's okay. This one gets blue leaves. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. The tree is going blue. I'm in a weird mood today if you haven't picked up. I just also realised that the roof is thatched as well, so maybe we'll do blue thatching. I do kind of want to do some like bluey green colours in here, so might be too much blue. We'll come back to it. Come back to it. I think I fell asleep. That's okay. If you need to fall asleep, fall asleep. Again, it means that you feel safe and cozy and comfy, which is exactly what I want at my streams. So I love when you all fall asleep. There's very few streams that I will fall asleep in, but I do enjoy when it happens. A little bit of bounce around the place. Sorry, today. Okay. Now we want to drop down to something a lot more along this lines, and we're going to need the yellow on hand, and it's going to be a very careful blend. Try and get these two to blend together. So I realized I need to add in more the bright yellow onto these trees so it matches all the other trees. Gnome's Village by the same artist. feel like I have seen that, but I liked the Critterville ones better. Just spelt their name wrong. Oh. I searched the illustrator, and that was really silly because I've illustrated a lot of books. Come on. Oh my god, stop being a pain. Honestly. Just let me search what I want to search. Oh my god, I hate Amazon. I hate using this website. This is the most cumbersome experience. Can you not, like, just function as a functioning website? I know this product exists. Right, let's search up Yuri Pixie, because that's the other name. There we go. Right. Oh my god, there comes up a whole bunch of them. There's a gnome village. Right. Found it. My god, that took a while to come up. Oh, that's cute. Not as much, like, love for me. Like, it's still very cute, don't get me wrong. We'll make this bigger. Yoink. Like, still some adorable images. I love, like, the detail that is put in. I also love the snaily whaleys and the mushrooms, but I also see a lot of big flowers. But yeah, just not quite hitting the spot as much for me. It's still very cute. You love the top middle? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at, and it's like, yeah, I love that one. That one definitely makes me very happy too. And if that one was available as an individual PDF, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more pedantic about, like, not just going everything on the wish list. Which I'm like, that's cool. Especially now, like, there's just so many books I've got. I don't need every single book. And I don't need every single book by the same illustrator in a series. Like, the Critter ones, I freaking love. These ones here. Of course, it's previously viewed. So this is the series that we're currently working in. So we're currently working in Critterville 3. This one here. So love Critterville 3. But then there's also, I'm lucky enough to have all of these now because of the Happy Mail. And yeah, it's just, it is the same little level of detail. It's still in a crazy big town and stuff like that. But it's just something about the animals makes me really happy. Yeah. I love colouring animals doing people things. It's what I've mentioned before. I love colouring animals doing people things. There's something about it that makes me very, very happy and just makes me smile a lot. And if I'm having a bad day, it's what I gravitate towards colouring. Because animal doing people things is cute. And cute makes me happy. I wish this artist was on Etsy. Yeah, me too. Hey Mandy, how are you? I'm doing alright, thank you. I am a pencil today. No face cam today. Today I am a pencil. I am a rainbow. But yeah, we're coloring cute animals. So I'm good. I need to see, sorry, this has just reminded me as well. I don't even know how to spell it. I hope I'm spelling that right. Okay. I saw a book on pre-order on but I don't know if it's official or not, on a UK thing. Oh, that looks like a complete knockoff of this one. Okay, there's the French edition. So, Sylvanian Families, aka Calico Critters, is getting a colouring book out. It's meant to be released later on this year. It looks like a cute and cozy style book. But I also really love Sylvanian Families. Like, I would collect the shite out of those if I could afford it, because they're so cute. Yeah, I don't see any pre-order for it. I did see it on the UK site, and I can't remember what it's called. Oh look, this is somebody knocking off Tatiyama Ballgamer. You're a very copywritten book. It's too easy for copyright books to be put on there. Yeah. I'm using the same colours for my Crystal Kingdom. Nice. Oh, so you can't go wrong with pink, purple, and blue. Greens, yellows. I think that's all I've used so far in here. Pink, purple, blue, green, yellow. I didn't actually intend to do like a little yellow glow with everything, but I guess we're doing it now. Alright, I can't be bothered pulling out green, so if I take this blue very, very lightly, and then very, very lightly work over the blue with the yellow, we'll make a green for this cactus in the middle. Then I don't have to pull out the green again. Laser skills. Alright, we might have to take a break in a moment because I think I need to go to the bathroom. Probably isn't the worst thing in the world. We have been going for over an hour, so it's probably good to take a little stretch break soon. I'd also have to put on some socks because my feet are a little cold. I can't have my feetsies getting cold because if my feetsies get cold, I get cold. And if I'm cold, we're not good. Go there, and then you're from the purple tray technically, but we'll use you because you're our consistent dark. That kind of keeps everything together. If we've used the same yellow and the same blue on everything, like, even though the different colours, there is a little bit of consistency there. So full. Yeah. Showered, sprayed my favorite perfume, and called back in bed. Sometimes you need to go to bed. Sometimes you just need naps. The dancing pencil has mesmerized me. I love little war dart. It's fun to have him up again. Yeah, he's just consistently dancing. We can do all sorts of things with him. You might suddenly get a green background here for a second. Ah! I don't exist in space. This is VideoTube Mini, by the way. This is like how I set them all up. These all sorts of different bits and pieces. So, little behind the scenes for you. Ah! He's on like a green screen and he disappears. But you can like set some hotkeys and you can create different states, which I've never done, but I keep meaning to do. And so you could, if I have hot states, I know it's reversed, sorry. If I create more states, I can create like the angry version, the cry-eye version, the extra happy version, stuff like that. And then you can toggle between them. But right now I just have the one version. And so yeah, we got all the different transitions and different bits and pieces. It's very simple, but very cute. I like it. I did one day want to actually create a proper PNG tuber for me, which would be a jellyfish girl, because we all know me. One day I'll do it. And then I have the silly idea that you have a rainbow blanket hoodie and another one dancing. I mean, I don't have a full rainbow blanket hoodie. I do have some gradients. I was contemplating buying a new blanket hoodie. Because I've got two that are kind of on the verge of going out. Plus the one that was stolen by Shadow. Like, I've got a couple. And so I was looking at the Udi branded ones. Like, you don't have to get the Udi branded ones, but I did kind of look at, you know, they have the Pokemon Evolutions ones, which Evolution is one of my favorite Pokemons, and it's rainbow. So part of me is like, I kind of want this one. I've wanted this one for a while because it's Pokemon. But then they also have, I have to go to original licensed. This one, which talk about rainbow goodness. And it's Kibis. And it has bear ears. It has bear ears. So I'm like, I kind of want that one too. Am I going to be a VTuber? Not officially. It would be a PNG tuber anyway. It wouldn't be a proper video. It wouldn't be a proper VTuber. But I wouldn't mind having one set up, because when I do finally get my teeth sorted, if they do agree to do the full, what I want to do, I'm going to have all my teeth extracted and have oral surgery. So I'm going to need to not be on face cam while things are healing. Because, you know, oral surgery, it's not pretty. So yeah, it's like, and it's not because like I feel like I need to be pretty to be on face cam. It's more I'm going to be literally healing from a surgery, so I don't want to, you know, put that out there and make people uncomfortable, because, you know, surgery and like swollen mouth and all that sort of stuff. So it wouldn't hurt to have some PNG tubers around just to sort of jump in. Plus it's fun and I can make a little character. Yeah. You need to colour octopus head? Yeah, I did think about grabbing that today, but yeah, I wanted to do this one. I was just in the mood for this one. I was in the mood for pencils too, and I knew I could do this one in pencils. Yeah, Bear's right. Isn't it cute? And I'm like, oh, but I don't really need, and I don't really want to justify the expense right now. It's like, if I ever need to replace a few of my blanket hoodies, I might go for them. Most of the ones I need to replace are like the cheap summer ones, like the thinner ones. Anyway, sorry, I'm also just shoving my breakfast in my mouth. We're going to take a 2-minute break here so I can pop to the bathroom. So I'm just going to put you there. So I'll put you on the break screen, and we will pop to the bathroom, and then we'll be right back. Okay. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Welcome back, Rosalind. It's always the way. It's always the way. As soon as someone arrives in, I'm going on break. Yeah, sometimes you gotta bathroom. Sometimes you gotta self-care. Have a little stretch. Though if you're bathroom, you gotta take the gloves off and then you gotta put the gloves back on. And this is the one that is falling apart, but still does the job. It is getting a bit loose, so I probably do need to chuck out this one. I do have many other compression gloves. A few of them are probably at that point too. It's like, yeah, I can still wear them though. Rebecca, hello, hello. You have the official Idiots Looney Tunes one? Yeah. Then I have the Baby Yoga Grogu one. Nice. Yeah, I have a couple of like official Udi ones. None of them are licensed ones though. And then I have a bunch of like cheaper ones that I've brought as well. Because again, I live in these things. So I have 6 of them. I had 7, but Shadow has stolen one. And he's clawed such big holes in it that one of them is like gone. And then one of these, what I'd like to find is more of the blanket dresses. Because those are really good. Oh, I forgot to grab socks. That was the other thing I was going to do. Alright, 2 seconds. I'm not even going to put you on the Be Right Back screen. I'm just going to grab socks. Oh, bump the camera. And when I say grabbing socks, I'm already wearing socks. I'm grabbing over socks. So these are like fluffy lined socks that I put over regular socks. And yes, they're unicorns. They have the grippy bottoms. So they're like slipper socks in a way. But layer 1 socks is not enough to keep the feet warm today. So you put these over the top. Then the feet feel warmer. Honestly, the amount of stuff I have that's like reboot. Like rainbows. Let me put Blinkies back on lap. Ooh. Okay, that's better. That should help keep the feet a bit warmer, hopefully. Much better. It's not fun when you're a bit cold. It is quite chilly today. We also have a free power shout today though, so yeah, we get to use the power. Okie dokie. So, I know I want to do like a tealy blue. Teal aqua. That one? Yeah. I think we'll have you available. You. Because I want to do sort of like a tealy green blue for the water. And then bring in some like purple, yellow, pink highlights, I reckon. They should technically also be like, whatever colour this is also going to be reflected. Which does mean I really should work out the grass first. What colour are we going to do the grass? Should we do the grass pink? I don't know why I'm just going such odd colours, but we could do the grass pink. We could do the grass. Whatever colour we do the grass, we could do a muted colour for the roof version. Do we want to keep on with the green? Actually, green might be quite nice to bring, like another, like a more yellowy green could actually be quite pretty to bring in and do up here, because it'll be a completely different colour. Tie in the greens, and then we can leave all like the pinks, purples and blues for the fun of colouring over here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Slight change of plans. I have a yellow tray somewhere. You go into orange. You go into browns. Oh, of course, there's the one right at the bottom. I think we'll manage with what's over here, to be honest. Alright, you're called Brilliant Green. That means you're brilliant. Let's start with you. It's looking so pretty. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun. We've kind of gotten some odd colours in some areas, but I don't know, I kind of dig it. Apparently I'm making a little bit of a dreamland today. Probably where I want to go today. So, you know, colouring's therapy. Sometimes you just want to escape. Sometimes you just want to escape. I'm guessing that's what's happening today. Right, and then we have the roof up there too to do as well. Apple green. Yeah. And we can bring in a little bit of green into the water as well, but it'll still also work with yellow. That's really the colour of the cliff that should be reflected, but we can do a little bit of green. Whoops, I keep bumping the camera. Something on my glasses. Did I get it off? I think I got it off. I hate when that happens. It's like, I can't see. What am I meant to do? Okay. Man. I want to do a blue trees. Blue. More blue. More blue. Don't ask me about these colors today. I don't even know. We're just going with the vibes, really. And the vibes are blue trees. Which, not mad about. Should have, however, done some yellow. That's okay, we can work some of this in. And then we can do various greens for back here on the mountain. That should work. Okay, so what are we going to do for down here? Oh. There's another tree trunk. This one is a little closer, so we should probably be a little bit more detailed in how we approach these things. Hope you're all doing good out there, whatever we are working on. Now, a few of you are lurking today or napping or resting. Keep up with the self-cares. Hey, Perfection. Welcome in. I'm a pencil today. I'm a pencil. I brought water art back in today. I don't want to bother with face cam. So we're a pencil. Actually, oh, that could have been really dangerous. You stay there. Stay there. Wood art's back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long he'll be here for, but though I was saying that I probably should make a little PNG up for like, you know, these sort of days and have a little me do my little jellyfish girl. Yeah, we're colouring in Critterville Volume 3, one of the new books that I got. Yeah, no, we were hanging out at Jess's stream, and then there were a few people like, are you gonna stream? I was like, oh, I got nothing else on. Suppose I could. But yeah, I am feeling pretty shot today, so we'll see how long we go. Just very chill today. As I said, that's why Ward Art's also out today, because it's just one of those days. So, we're a pencil today. But we'll see how we go. We're very low-key today. There's nothing wrong with being low-key. Yeah, I do keep yawning. Honestly, I'm like already tempted to go for a nap. And it's only 11. But if I go for a nap now, I'm going to wake up too early before work and then like be re-exhausted when it gets to work time. I realise I still can't carry on with the water despite doing all that purple because I also need to do back there. Ugh. That's okay, we'll do the purple reflex first at least because we can shade in a little bit of the purple now for the rocks and the grass. So I'm thinking about doing the Millie in the little group at one book front to back. At least one issue. Book and one to do is one you don't have. No, it's all good. Go for it. I don't work in books front to back, so I wouldn't be likely to join in. Do it. Do it. Go for it. Yeah. I've realised that for me, I'm someone that if I'm not inspired by a page, I'm not going to colour it. I did join one group where it was like the idea was to work front to back, and I worked the first page because it was the introduction page and it's the page I normally would have started with, and I just haven't carried on because I'm not gonna, because it's page 2 isn't what I want to jump to. So yeah, I've learned very quickly that I do not do well doing books in order. So yeah, go ahead. Don't worry about the fact I don't have the book. Is there a way of resetting the spreadsheet so it looks like I did when I input all info? At the moment it's all over the place, sorted A to Z. I have it so by original order, do you mean like the order you entered the books into the chart? Because the spreadsheet won't remember the order that you entered if it's just a random order. Yeah, it's going to want to sort it in a logical way, which is alphabetically or numerically. So you can change, like, you can change it by cube order number, you can change it by book title, author number, that sort of thing, but it's not going to go back into that original entering order, unfortunately. For it to stay in entering order, we would have needed to put like a column in and number them as they got entered, so that could remain as your number tracking, unfortunately. Yeah. Exclamation spreadsheet will bring it up. There you go. Should pop up. Yeah. So unfortunately not quite for that. You'll just have to find another way to sort it, or create a new column, which I can talk you through and then go in there and manually create a number order. Yeah. If it's like, you two can go ahead. I did see the message, Perfection. I just haven't responded. But yeah, go ahead. You can either use the group or you can create a new one. I just haven't responded to the message in that group yet, but yeah, you go ahead if you want to do it. Or if you want to create a new group or something, you can open it up to you. But yeah, it's not something that I would personally join myself, because I just know how I operate with colouring, and it don't suit how I colour, but I can see it being fun for those it does suit. Yeah. I'll keep it in cube order. That's the closest to what it originally was. Fair enough. Yeah. Because I shuffle around my shelves a lot, it like doesn't occur to me to keep it in like entering order, but that would be a really good way if you were just starting out and you only had a few books. If you wanted to keep track of like when you purchase books, which might be another way to do it too, is to create a column for like date purchased. And then you can track them by when they came into your collection. But that's if you're, I don't know, I put books all over the place, so I don't want to like keep the book list in order of when I put in the books, because, you know, like Kirby's 10-year book is coming up and that's going to go into the middle of Kirby, so I don't want that in the end of the list. I want that with the Kirbys, you know? But yeah, I can see where you're coming from if you're up to like lots of little random one-off books. Yeah, I don't even date my pictures when I finish colouring them. I know that a lot of people do that. I don't do that. And again, that's just my choice. I don't like on this one where you've got a border, it's a bit different, because I can write it at the bottom of the border, I can write it on the back of the page. But if it's a full page illustration, I don't want to write the date on it. So yeah, I just stopped writing down when I finished it. I have my colouring journal, so I can look back at my colouring journal if I really want to. Most of the time I remember the year, and then I just need to find that year, and I also have completed pages, so I can look back on completed pages. The only exception to that is if my nibblings help me with a page, so I date it and put the nibblings age in there. Okay, let's do these mountains, which aren't going to be blue, but I am just starting with some blue, because I want to make a bit more of a bluey green here. we will do some more green. Yeah, I've seen flips because Sophie Colours on YouTube, aka Yellow Beans on Twitch, got a very early copy and posted the flip through on Lom from Lom, and so they put up a flip through, and yeah, I happened to see it pretty much as soon as Sophie posted it, so I jumped in and watched it. It's like, that's cool. I knew I was going to get it regardless, and it's like, I already have all the books, so I'm not going to be particularly spoiled by it, by watching it. There's only just the one exclusive. I have to fill this out tonight. I love admin stuff. No worries. Just a reminder, make sure, because it's a template, make sure you click the make a copy or use a copy or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact wording of it, but make sure you do that, because if you ask to edit the doc, it's going to send it through a request to me, which is actually just you asking to edit the original, and I'm going to decline you. So just make sure you add a copy to your own Google Drive, and then you can edit it. And if you have YouTube, you have Google Drive. Already done. Fantastic. Now, I just like to remind everyone when it comes up, because every once in a while I still get an email for it. And I'm also really bad at checking my emails as well, so that's the other thing. Is that I'm really bad at checking my emails, so it will also sit there for a long time. Like, I did actually check my emails. Oh god, it was a while ago, but I checked it. I probably actually need to check them again. But I checked it, and there was like this opportunity that a company had reached out and been like, hey, do you want to review this product? And then I've been sitting there and they hadn't heard back from me in 2 weeks, and they're like, oh, I'm just following up. And I was like, oh, so I emailed them and said, sorry, I barely check my emails, which I know isn't very professional of me, but it's just the truth. I barely check my emails, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't have done this anyway, but thank you for thinking of me. Yeah. Honestly, if companies want to get a hold of me, they're better to Instagram me. And even then, it's still going to go to my, like, my not regular messages. And I'll probably still forget to check it. I'm so professional. It would be, like, if I was more serious about YouTube and stuff like that, that is where actually having, like, a management company would be a very useful thing. Because then I wouldn't have to deal with any of this stuff. Crystal Seeker, hello, hello, welcome in. It is so cold today. Alright. I'd manage to do it all day, but I suck at negotiating, so maybe a manager would be better. Yeah, but this presumes that I'm not doing full time. No. Yeah, it's me and my social burnout, basically. Yeah, like, I'm a little socially burnt out today. That's why I'm not as like wee today. You know, I'm still okay. I'm still happy that I'm here, but it is something that, like, social spoons is precious, and some days they're a bit harder than others. Doesn't mean you can't, but yeah, doing things like emails and stuff like that is just extra social spoons, and by the time I've done like stream or stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, and then I don't, and I also genuinely forget, and then because I have like notifications off for everything, it's like, oh right, so I just don't get the reminders either. If I got like into a good habit of checking my emails every day, it would be a different thing, but I also just don't, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'm not doing this professionally. I do this as a hobby. It's a hobby of a hobby, so if I don't get to the emails, I don't get to the emails. It's not the end of the world, because this isn't my full-time job. This isn't my career. This is just a hobby that I happen to share online. Did you finish the last cat page you're working on? Was it Story of Precious Cats? I have not finished Story of Precious Cats. I did think about pulling that one out today, Zoe, but because I haven't filmed completed pages yet, and it's like it's technically a whip. It's like, maybe, I don't know. I could have worked on it and just not shown it as like showing the progress during the completed pages, but yeah. It depends when I film completed pages. I might do it tomorrow. I might not. It depends on what the mood is. But yeah, we haven't finished the Story Precious Cats page. Yeah, spend a lot of it Spikeman Spoons the other day. Exactly. Hi, Dustcatcher. It's reminding me of Strawberry Fields Forever. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thank you so much for the lovely, lovely comment. I don't know, I'm just kind of, I don't know what my colour theory is today, but I don't mind it, you know? Yeah, it'll get finished eventually. I really did want to finish it. If we had not had Happy Mail stream, if we'd had regular stream, I think we would have finished or gotten very close to being finished, and then I probably would have just finished it off camera. Not that I am like, ooh, I had a Happy Mail stream. No, don't get me wrong. The Happy Mail stream was lovely. That stream took way longer than I anticipated. But yeah, because of that, it was like, oh, right. So we didn't get back to it, but that's okay. Again, we might do it tomorrow. We'll see what I'm feeling. I'm very much a as I feel colorist. I still use the spreadsheet mostly because I no longer buy the books twice again, and I've made 2 new ones, one for completed books and one for whips. Honestly, if you didn't ask me to test it, I wouldn't be tracking. I was very grateful that you were one of my testers, Perfection, because I also knew that you were on a different device than me, so it was good to have someone who was testing on Apple and testing on device, you know? So yeah. I'm glad you're still finding it useful. I mean, that's the point of the spreadsheet, is it is just a real basic spreadsheet, but you can customize the crud out of it, and you can make it work for you, whatever that looks like. So if that means, you know, completely redoing everything, redo everything. If it's using it as is, use it as is. If you know, I know one person commented and they updated a bunch of formulas and added in some auto calculations and stuff like that. Because one of the things is the unworked and worked column. I could have put in an automation so that as soon as you update the pages complete column from 0 to 1, that unworked and worked column automatically changes, and then once the book goes into, like, you know, 100% completed, that column auto changes again to be completed book. Like, I could have set up those automations, but the more automations that are on the sheet, the more it could break if somebody clicks and enters in the wrong place. And that's what I was trying to avoid, is creating a sheet where something goes wrong and then the person has to contact me and go, what did I do? How do I fix this? So the point was to just make like a real bog standard basic spreadsheet and then be like, have fun customizing it. I should make a spreadsheet for my supplies too, so I can see what I own, because things get put into different cupboards and I sometimes forget what I have. That's not a bad idea. And again, it's a spreadsheet, so you can add on another tab to it. It's not a bad idea, actually. It would be quite good to set up like different subcategories of markers and pencils and crayons and glitters. And I did for a while used to keep stock of my pencils, and so ignoring my like main set of pencils, I used to keep track of like my spare pencils, so I had a running inventory of pencils. That was on an old version of the sheet. My full wish list from that stream. Yeah. Yes, it was a very, very blessed stream. I still have the books in piles on the ground, but the spreadsheet has been updated to include all their tracking and stuff like that. So, as I said, totals have been updated. It's just now I've got to find a room on the shelf for them all, which we'll get there eventually. Okay. I want to darken up down here where it's closer to the mountain. Yeah, absolutely. Perfection. It is on the... It's actually also what I would have done today, and I didn't get to it. Although in theory, I could actually just grab the books now and slowly flip them for you. Perfection asked me to flip through the Wishang Ong Starry Night 1 and 2 books. So I could in theory grab them right now and actually do a little flip for you now. And that might actually give my hands a little bit of a break for a minute. The headphones are going flat? Oh no. That's not good. Alright. Let's push that to the side for a second and take a little deviation. Luckily, there's only 20 images in each of these, so it's not like they take very long to go through. It's just by the time we got to them on stream, we're running out of time. You found the third, yeah. as I said, if I do manage to get through all of these, so maybe I will grab food, but don't feel the need to rush for it. And we got, there's quite a bit of like information at the start here. And I do like the fact that you get like the order of appearances. So these would be good ones if you want to plan out your colours, but also just track what's done. Like you could just grab a highlighter and just colour over the whole page. But yeah, there's 20 images in the book, so not a huge amount. Good amount to make a book like this. Very achievable to get done. And I feel like these ones you could just colour in with alcohol markers and they would just look as stunning as is. Like alcohol markers and then maybe a little bit of pencil shading on those faces since it's all about them. And then yeah, as was pointed out, this one's great if you don't know what to do with backgrounds because so much of the background is already done. Love the Froggo. I just see them in gel pens. Yeah, I can see you colouring these. That's why I did point out to you that I was like, I think this illustrator might be one that's up your alley because it does give me such Melpomene, Chatsapanagatu and Stratum Peterson as you brought up as well. Like, I can see this working with what I know you like to colour. It's just if you can deal with the Amazon paper, which I know you can do as well, so... I think it's a really neat style because you get these like dull like faces and then you get these realistic animals and then the stylized background. Like it's a really interesting clash of styles, but yeah. That's the cover. I love that one so much. And then we're at the back of the book, so that's just blank pages. A lot of blank pages at the back. That's number 1. Then number 2. These are from 2018 and 2019 as well. Give you a concept of how old some of these illustrations are. Again, we have 20 pages. Again, that one's the cover. I think the Colouring Heaven issue with their illustrations is called Starry Night. And then that's the end of that one. Yeah, just small little books, but... there you go. No problem. No problem. Nothing like a bit of an impromptu flip. I mean, it's the best way to sort of figure out if you do want to buy an illustrator or not, like, to have that page, is to see. Okay. So, we've got our water, we've got our yellow. I want a pink. Where's a pink tray? Where's a pink tray? There's too many trays. This is probably... oh no, this would kind of work. It kind of vibes with the pinky purple of the sky. So now we're going to start doing some highlights in these waters. I might end up pulling out some paint pens, but I'm kind of vibing with not working with the paint pens. I do think, however, I have not done any down here. That's okay. That's okay, because that's going to have a contrast reflect. We'll have to do this next, which means we have to do the bridge, and I have to decide what color that is. What color stones are. Anyway, I do know that I want to make the water glittery. Like that sunset, sparkly, glittery water. So we are going to glitterify the water. Be right back. I'm off to the shop. Back for an hour if you're still here. We'll see. We'll see. I may be down for a nap by then. Froggy is done, but for the background and gel pens. Nice. Right, I need a brighter pink. That purpley pink was pretty, but it's not the right pink. Oh, I think I need to go right to the bottom. I need to go to the neon pinks. And then we need some of this, because I know I used the sunset red peachy colour. So I've come to the conclusion I'm a bit lost with what my colouring style is. So this month, August, I think I'll just do different tutorials and try to figure out what I like. That's all good. The thing about, like, our style, per se, is that things change all the time. I mean, I deviate in so much stuff that it's hard to say that I have a particular style. I have got certain things that I know I enjoy colouring more. But, you know, sometimes it's fun to just muck around and try different things out. And so it's kind of hard to pinpoint a style, per se. But it is a great idea to trial a bunch of different illustrators and colorists and see what they do and see what you click and what you like. But also, like, 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line, even a year or 6 months down the line, you might have a completely different aesthetic as well. It's quite cool to see how much things change. But yeah, I think that's a fabulous idea, Rosalind. This water just looks like mayhem at the moment. Let's get a little more. I like all the colours in the water. It looks like messy mayhem, but I kind of dig it. And when we add in like the glitter and the glittery refret, it's gonna be kind of fun to see how much, you know, sparkly water. Okay, so in order to, I mean, I could technically glitter over that right now, because it's only where the sun is hitting that it'll be glittery, so it's not even like going fully into down here. It's going to be more across here that I want to do the glitter, and I just kind of want to speckle it on so it's like splotchy. But I also want to use the same colors while I have them out down here, which means I need to figure out what color our bridge is going to be. Now we've kind of just established that our trees are blue, or our wood is blue, but you know, it doesn't mean necessarily that the wood is the same color once processed, because trees are like a grey, and then once processed they can go like light brown, dark brown, you know. I'm going back for my books to see how my colouring has changed. Even some of the very early ones make me say that's really good. Exactly. It's like the nostalgia, seeing the journey. So many reasons. Maybe we should do like a pale blue, like a grey blue. That could be quite pretty. And then I'll mix with the teal of later on. Oh! I'm pretty sure there is like, yeah, purple gay and honeydew. And then if we maybe use a little bit of, you're probably even too intense. Use some of that. And just do like a real greyish blue. Like, it's still blue, but just grey. But not going too far into the grey, because I obviously still want this to be rainbow bright happiness, because that's where we're at today. Had Fate of Ison that I moderated for last night. Fate of Ison is a Kiwi Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and they do the recording every 2 weeks, and then in opposite weeks the podcast comes out, and they do the recording while also streaming it live, and so I do some moderation stuff for it just to keep the chat safe. It's not really needed, but it's good to have a mod there just in case, and it keeps Jules free to focus on DMing. But we, the characters were at like a, kind of like a talent show, that's the easiest way to describe it, last night. And so we had me and Jules planned and set up for the chat to also basically be the audience at this talent show. So we got to sort of heckle and boo and cheers and applause and party with what the different acts were doing, which was really fun. Really fun to encourage the chat to just like interact and be part of the story. And we had some polls going for like who won the talent show and all sorts of stuff. It was really fun. It was a really nice evening. I'm really liking this page so far, Roslyn. But I knew I would. I mean, yeah. We haven't even got up to the fun part yet, which is the characters. We're just doing the background stuff, you know? But I'm having a lot of fun doing sort of odd colours. I am thinking of doing the ground, because I did the purple here for the rocks, so I think I'm going to do the rocks like pinks and purples, and all the stonework pinks and purples, which means we're going to have a pink and purple house, and then we'll bring the... we're probably getting a bit heavy on the green, so we might go more yellowy for the grass up here, like bring that in. So more yellowy for the grass. And then we just have to work out our characters. Yeah, at some point I have to sit down and start gathering all the books for the completed pages video. It's gonna be one hell of a completed pages video. I might actually just break up filming it into 3 sections and just do like each month, because I have tracked per month even though I haven't done completed pages for 3 months. I also just hope my fingers settle so I can put on some fakes to do it. Mostly that the tips stop splitting, that would be nice. Okay, let's bring in some actual blue. Yeah, I don't think we're really gonna need that honeydew. I think this blue will actually do the trick. But before we get in our blue, we'll bring in our yellow highlight. Actually, that shouldn't really be yellow because that means that light's getting under. A little bit of light would get under. All right. So with that really dark go that we've been using all over, your page is having a very whimsical look to it. Thank you. Yeah, it has really gone that way. This is not what I envisioned when I first started, but I don't really envision anything when I first started. It's just like, we're just gonna go for it. I like how it's going though. You know, sometimes these things just take on a life of their own as you're colouring. We want to make sure we have a section where it can be a bit dark under there, because it's actually where the shadows are. Make sure we get that little section at the back there too. Currently trying to make a schedule for my week that I know I won't follow because of my health. Yeah. They're like, all the things I want to get done in the week. This is very unrealistic. We'll still do this anyway. Yeah, and I can get some more things in here too. sorry. Oh, I'm eepy. I am eepy. I'm getting into that, like, comfortable chill out zone. It makes me eepy. I hope you're all doing well out there and have done a little self-care. Okay. I like how that's looking. That, not so much, but that's also meant to be. Like, I've done 2 long streaks. I should have done more like dot, 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 dots. Like I started doing down here, the more dotty sections, but it's more appropriate. But that's okay. We've done it now. Can't be changed. So we'll just roll with it. Plus, when I add the glitter on top, it'll be fine. Glitter fixes all. Oy. Okay. Well, I have the colours out. We are going to... Glitter is pretty amazing. It absolutely is. Right, while we have the colours out, we are going to do this yellowy green area up here. For our thatched grass roof. which will also give us like lots of warm. And then at the bottom we've got all that blue, so it's like a lot of cool at the bottom, but these little pops of each on either side. But it's quite fun. Just taking a thinking minute here, just figuring out what I'm doing. Hello Brittany, welcome in. Sorry, I am here, I'm just thinking. You know, some chows? Nice, nice, nice. I love coconut chows. Also, clearance ones are even better, so good score. Excuse me. Oh, that's... Oh, feels better. Okay. I think we're gonna go this route. Oh, sneezy, sneezy. Yeah, we're having a pretty chill, quiet day here today, and that's all good. Sometimes it's the mood. Not every colour was available. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I don't have every colour either. It's lovely and calm. Yeah, it's very much what I'm needing today, is just a zone out spot. So I'm glad you all are enjoying just like the very low-key vibes today. It's a good sort of like co-working type vibe today. Some days I can be jet, and then some days it's like, nah, I just wanna be. And that's what we're working today. I am working from Critterville free. You can always do !project as one word, Brittany, and it will bring up what I'm working on as well. It is a Amazon print book, and I think from memory you're not a big fan of the Amazon paper. I don't mind the Amazon paper. But yeah, it's just a cute little animal village. Cute little micey. Alright, and then rather than getting too much green into that roof, like we've got a little bit of green, but it doesn't really need a lot of green. You can go away, pale blue. We're gonna bring in a little bit of the tealy blue and just use that to sort of dot in some areas, just for some texture. This little thatched roof. Actually, whoops, I just went outside the lines. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I like that. I like that green, yellow. I don't know how to describe what I'm doing today. Like, I know this isn't my usual colouring palette either. Like, it's odd, but I like how it's working. I like the purple and blue trees. I like the yellow grass and the pink sky. It just feels right. So we're just gonna keep rolling with it. Like, if that's what feels right, that's what feels right. Right, we are going to clean away a couple of these pencils because we can. And a big part of all of this is making sure we keep on top of all the pencil management, because it's real easy to pull a pencil out and then forget where it's from. It might be happening. That one is meant to have a gap because that's our yellow that we're keeping out, and that's our blue that we're keeping out. Oh, yeah, and here's our greens. Sweet! Okay, so we do want to keep you out because we want pinks and purples now. Nice bottom two trays. you. Maybe we'll pull out the blues. You can go underneath because you're not as essential as this one. It's a little bit of switcheroo, switcheroo, switcheroo for all the different bits. We're going to start down here because I should have done this when I did that grassy over there, but I did not because I didn't realize that we also have this here. And then maybe under here should also be purple. No. Yeah, I'm feeling a little headachy today, so we might call stream soon. Let's see how we go. Sometimes I get a bit of a second wind. I'm letting my cat sleep next to his three-tier wooden ball tower that has 3 wooden balls in each tier since that's what he wants to currently do. Very cute. Cats like to sleep, but cats like to sleep for sure. You can give them the fanciest beds in the world and then they'll be like, nope, because they didn't choose it. Shadow has decided to sleep right by the front door. It's like a very odd spot. However, apparently cats often like to sleep in the front door because it's a way of protecting. Like protecting their owners, protecting their home. Probably should have done that purple too. Get the feeling I'm going to be pulling out purple again. Back with snacks and heat up meals since I'll be home alone for the next few days. Nice! Good on you being prepared. Sorry, it's just kind of zoning out there for a minute while I just kind of thought about what to do. Like, I know what is next. I'm just kind of zoning out as where to start. Alright, let's start with more purple. Let's start with some of these rocks and see if we can do our rocks, which is still going to be purple base, but we need them to look different purple than the purple of the plants, which I did also do violet based as well, so we might need to do some pinky tones into some of these more shaped rocks, which is the nice thing in the world. I'll bring in some pink for the rest of it. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've really just been enjoying the Kalours on the Amazon paper right now. Like, the combination of these two, it's the firmer Kalours, the Amazon paper, and just working with the pencils. Like, this is, I did one last night. Can't remember if you're here perfection. But for those that missed it, I did this one last night. This is Kalours again. This is in Coco Wise Fairy Beauties. And yeah, I did put a lot of glitter on this one. But the glitter glue kind of... So Stickles does activate the Kalours a little bit, which is why I ended up going so hard with the glitter over here. Because I put the glitter on her wings and then I was like dappling it. Like I gave her like cheeky cheek blush and eyes and lip glitters. And then so I did the eyes and lips, and then when I was dabbing some over her cheeks for like a little bit of glitter on her cheeks, that's when it changed the texture there. I was like, well done. And then I dropped some because I was absolutely scraping out the last of this. Like I literally cut it open to scrape out glitter from the inside. And it ended up like dribbling in certain areas. So I was trying to smush it out. And then in the end, just like, screw it. We're just going to glitter this whole, like her whole half. And then these little dots of it there. So, I mean, I'm not mad at how it turned out because like it's so ridiculously glittery. Wasn't the plan, but yeah, I like her hair. Are you enjoying the 500 set of pencils? I think that's what you're using on the blue on the side. Yeah, so these are the Kalour 520 set. I am enjoying them on the Amazon paper because the Amazon paper feels like it has a little bit of like a rough... The one that I'm using right now, this has a little bit of a texture. And the Kalours are picking it up quite nicely. Like, I'm enjoying it, and I like the range of colors is amazing. Again, I wish they did single colors. At least some of these I know you can get in smaller sets, but yeah, love the range of colors. I do wish the color chart was actually sorted, the swatch chart, which is why I haven't used the swatch chart yet. Not a fan of how they've done their swatch chart, not a fan of the trays themselves, and definitely needs sorting. So I know we talked about possibly rubber banding them, but I've decided and have ordered another 500 slot pencil case, and I'm going to transfer them to there, and there will be 20 pencils obviously that don't fit into the 500 slot pencil case, but getting like a single little wrap pencil case or something will be quite easy to achieve, and then I'll slot the extra 20 in there and just like tie it onto it or something. I'll figure that part out when it gets here, but basically I'm going to there will be a pencil organization stream probably, and I'll probably swatch them then. I did find someone on Etsy who is selling these pencils in like a swatch chart with the tray order, so with the color order, which is fantastic. So I might grab that as well. And then the other thing to grab is a lot of people when they use the cases, they'll put like down a layer of like tape or something and then write the numbers of the pencils so you can remember the order. So I'll be doing that too, I think, just to keep it all in order. It'll make my life way easier. But yeah, that'll be like a bigger organization stream when it's all here and when I'm in the mood. If I am having I don't really want to color stream day, you know, it's a good like alternative activity that's coloring adjacent. Yeah. Do you have the first 2 critter colouring books? Yes, I was also gifted those, Brittany. Do these coloured pencils layer well like polychromos? They do layer. They have more filler than polychromos, so you cannot get as many layers. But you can layer up different colours and you can build up tones. You just can't build up as many as polychromos, which makes sense. They're not an artist quality pencil, not for the price you're paying. They have got more filler in there and you can feel the filler in there. So yeah, I would put them in between a Crayola and a Polychromos. Like, I know that's a big gap, but that's the easiest way to explain it, is that you've got the firmness of Polychromos, but you've got that sort of filler feeling that you get from Crayolas, but it's not as weak and less as unpigmented as Crayolas. And Crayolas have a surprising amount of pigment, so Crayolas are actually pretty epic in terms of a pencil. Like, if I had to buy a budget set, I would just grab Crayolas because they're sets that I can easily access here. And between the 100 set plus the colours of the world set, you've got a fabulous range of colours there. Alright, there's a purple base. And I think I want to jump over to here and use maybe something like you, something more on the warm purple side. But yeah, I'm still very grateful to have these pencils because, again, I don't usually use much outside my Polychromos, Pismas and Pablos. Like, those are my free sets. And it's fun to have some extra sets that I can like dabble with and play with. And yeah, the Kalours are very fun, and I am really enjoying having the set and playing with them. So it's just trying to make them a little bit more accessible to use, because right now the plastic trays do make it a bit difficult to use. So moving them into the folder and getting that all set up, I think will also make it a bit more feasible to use. Yeah, I probably would, Rosalind, to be honest. Like, I'm very unlikely to swatch off stream. That's why we did all the water-based marker sorting on stream. Because I was like, I'm not going to get to this if I don't do this on stream. Because I am somebody who's like, I just find swatching boring. Same with when I was sorting out all the pencils and swapping over the pencil cases. We did all that on stream. Like, we had a few streams where I was just organising stuff. So yeah, it will be the same case, but I mean, I've got to wait for the case to arrive in and print the colour charts, and yeah, it's also a good like backup stream if I have a day where it's stream day but I don't really feel like colouring, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Brute Furnace squares, Brittany. I am someone, like, I have the Kalours and I'm very grateful to have the Kalours, but I'm still someone who's of the opinion that long term it is better value to get a different set, because like it depends on how you color, but I'm thinking about how I color and how much I go through pencils, and to keep buying like this 520 set when I run out of a color. Now there are probably several colors that are quite similar, so you don't have to buy it straight away when you run out of one color, but eventually you're going to run out of a certain range of colors, and then you're going to have to buy a new set to replace it. And the buying of the sets is where it gets really, really expensive. Like with the Black Widows, you know, a lot of people rave about the Black Widow sets, and I can see why, but then you have to buy entire sets to replace one pencil. And that's why I'm a big fan of buying open stock products, because you can then replace those individual pencils. And while yes, up front the Faber-Castells definitely have a big shipping cost, long term it's more economical. But what I would recommend, if you've only got X amount to get started and you just want to get started, buy what you can afford. Buy the Crayolas, buy the Artex, buy the whatever you can afford to start with to just get you coloring. Start with that, and then as you use up that set of, say, Artex pencils, and you're like, I've used all of this bright yellow green, go find the equivalent in the brand open stock that you want to, that you can then swap it out. So it's like you can slowly start to swap over the set for the open stock set, pencil by pencil. You can buy the Black Widow open stock. You just email Albert the creator and tell him which colors you need, and he'll invoice you. Okay, did not know that. That's cool that he's doing that though. Yeah. Here's the pencils that can replace a lot more than ones that don't open offer stock. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I just go for my polys most of the time. But that's why I haven't gone for like Artex or the Brute Furnace, or originally didn't go for Black Widow, but it's cool that you can get them open stock now. Yeah, like a lot of those, and that's why I didn't go for a Kalour for a long time. The only exception I made to that one was I did really want the Castle Arts Harmonious set, because that had so many colours in that set that were not in Polychromos Prismacolor, or weren't in Polychromos. So it was like I saw that Castle Art set as a supplementary to the Polychromos set, and that's the exception of like where I would buy a set. But that set being so curated and so unique colors was so good. Yeah. I'm buying pencils, Neocolors individually as it's more affordable. Yeah, that's exactly how I bought my Polychromos, and that's exactly how I got my Inktense, and that's exactly how I'll get my Pablos. I was gifted a few to start with the Pablos, which was very generous, and next time I do a pencil order, which I haven't had to do one in a while, I technically don't need to do one for a while, but yeah, next time I do a pencil order, it'll be stocking up a few more Pablos. Yeah. Yeah, the light pass look really good, but that's one that I haven't invested in and won't race to invest in right now, because again, I'd like my Polys, Promos, Prismas and Pablos, and it's just easy. Yeah. That's only use Kalour, I keep to my budget, and that's all good, Mana. If that's what works for your budget, that absolutely is fabulous. At the end of the day, like, it's not like getting Prismacolor is going to be a magic fixel for your coloring, or, a magic this for your coloring. Using Polychromos It's not going to be a magic pixel. Yes, using artist quality supplies makes colouring a little bit easier because you've got more pigmentation, you've got easier blending. Like, it is going to make it slightly easier. I'm not going to deny that, but at the end of the day, you still, colouring is a skill. You still have to practice, and you still have to try, and you still need to, you know, blend and, you know about placing colours. And not that you can colour wrong, but, you know, like, just having X tool isn't going to magically make you colour a certain way, or, yeah. So it's not just about having the fanciest of art supplies, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that comes across. I hope I'm wording correctly. But you are creating art, Mana. That's the thing. You are absolutely creating art. No matter how you colour, it is art. You are still an artist. You are, you know, using creativity to create a vision. Yeah. I use gel pens, normally the cheaper ones, because that's in my budget and it's my personal go-to. Exactly, Perfection, and your work is fabulous. It's just about finding what you like and working with what you can. Heck, I saw somebody colouring last night with crayons. It was really cool. I couldn't hang around because of work, but yeah, I saw someone who was colouring with crayons and I was like, oh, it's so cool. It's on a Twitch live stream. I can't even remember the username. They were just randomly colouring. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds fun, Zoe. Exactly. Exactly, Zoe. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. There's no right or wrong colouring, because you coloured. Alright, I need to make sure I'm actually using a little bit of the yellow. That has intuitively become a feature. Yeah, I wish I had like a little art store locally. There's a couple of office stores, but yeah. Not really like a dedicated art store. Though one of the office stores is getting more art supplies. It's been a little bit since I've been there, so I should pop there someday. That's where I found the Epic World of Tolkien colouring book. I was very surprised. It was actually a reasonable price too. Amy creates nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really just figuring out the qualities of each set and using it to the best of its qualities. Like Crayola Super Tips, I will forever preach they are fantastic items. There's a page on TikTok, they colour in kids' colouring books with crayons, and they're so satisfying to watch because me and crayons are never friends, and I used to have a big box with a sharpener in it. Yeah, I've had Smelt recently mention about doing colouring with crayons too. And I keep meaning to pick up a box of crayons. Just to see what we can do, because I think that would be fun too, especially in some of like the cozy cute style books. You know, there's a couple of pages that like the bold and easy. I got that bold and easy one. That one would be quite a perfect crayon one. I just have to pick up some crayons because I literally don't have any crayons. Oxford is an hour away in car, 2 hours on bus. Ooh. So I like how this purple rock is progressing, but I do want to add in a lot more pink because right now it's just so similar to our purple plant here. So we are just going to add in a really warm pink to just brighten it right up, and then I think we'll be good. Yes, Jackie did use crayons recently. There's a few people I've watched recently using crayons, so a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Do you need a break? I'm actually thinking after I finish these rocks, Rosalind, I might call it for the day because I'm feeling pretty shot, pretty sore. And so it'll be a good point to just kind of stop for the day. But we'll finish off these rocks first. Like, it's a good stopping point. And it's like a good amount of the page done. We might put some glitter on too, because then the glitter can dry while I'm doing other things. Nah, actually we'll wait to the end to do the glitter. Or do I do it now? No, I really want to do it now and see the effect of the glitter. Like, the glitter's going to change how we approach certain things, so... I want something. You'll do. So normally I wouldn't glitter this early, but we will do the glitter now because we can. So I'm going to use Mod Podge Sparkle, which is like Mod Podge Extreme Glitter, which is like Mod Podge the other glitter one. Mod Podge Extreme Glitter Holographic, not this gold or silver. The gold or silver is just a gold or silver glitter. Honestly, I'm going to have to buy another one of these Mod Podge glitters soon, because I've used my first container and I'm halfway through my second container. Like, I use so much of this glitter. I use a lot of stickles and stuff too, but this is good for when I'm doing a big area. Because I don't feel as bad using it, because, you know, it's cheaper to get this big pot. So, we use a lot of glitter. Oh, that went on a bit thick. That's okay. We can work with that. We're going to make sure we also stipple it here so that, because it will dry with a little bit of a texture, and that will help create the watery texture because it's Mod Podge. Yeah, Mod Podge, except the glitter one. So these 3 different types, Rosalind. So these Mod Podge Sparkle, Mod Podge Extreme Glitter, and this is a holographic. And then I think there's another one it's something glitter. They're all pretty much identical. Like, I haven't seen a difference between them. I can't find any differences between them. So if one type isn't coming up, search another type. Like, if Mod Podge glitter is not coming up, search Mod Podge Sparkle. And then I can't remember what the third one is, but yeah, I found that one recently. I was like, oh my god, it's another Mod Podge. Yeah. I just like them because, like, economically, these ones just are, like, I love stickles, but sometimes stickles is a little pricey and I want to cover a huge area, and it's like, it's going to take a whole bottle of stickles, and it's like $4 or $5, and it's not a waste, but it just feels like it's a lot of stickles for a very small area. Alright, so this is where I want to sort of fade it out a bit. Like, we still want a little bit of the sparkle. Also, I just realized I went right over the edge there. that's going to break the illusion. Might have to clean up the edges later. That's okay. I think we're all good. So a little bit of that can go under the bridge, because I don't mind if there's a little bit, but before the bridge should be a bit heavier. Yeah, I know the Kindy Glitz branch that you're talking about, Rosalind. I've never used it myself, so I can't comment on those ones. Again, I just brought this one on impulse. I brought the Mod Podge Extreme Glitter because I found it one day and I was like, huh. Brought it on impulse, and then I was like, oh my god, this is great for the large areas. And then I was in an art shop I was on holiday in a town. I popped into the art shop and they had the Mod Podge Sparkle, and it's like, well, gimme. Because it was $15, but I was like, gimme. And then, yeah. It's like, huh, well, this is the same product, but I'm not mad because I use so much of the Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. Not the end of the world. And then, yeah, I was browsing on a website and I found the third type, and I was like, seriously? And I can't find any information as to why they're called different names, like... Yeah, so shopping. Oh, there you go. The 5 Mod Podge glitter formulas. There's apparently 5 variants of it. I want to see a picture of the 5, please. I want to see what you use for the thumbnail. Maybe this one will explain the different types. I know these different colors. Sparkle Extreme Mega. That's the other one. Mega. Mod Poncho. I don't know all these ones. I haven't seen these ones. Yeah, I know Extreme Glitter. Extreme Glitter. Sparkle. Mega Glitter. That's the other one that I've seen. And that one does come in a holo as well. So if it comes in like a holographic, that's what you want. Sorry, let me just turn on. So yeah, Mod Podge Mega Glitter is another one. I don't actually want you to click into it. Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. Mod Podge Sparkle is the pink one. White is the Mega Glitter. And then, yeah, apparently there's some other types according to this random video put out by the Mod Podge people. And I can see in the subtitle things down here the different chapters, so yeah, maybe there they actually explain the different formulas. So there's a different, yeah, satin gloss, matte gloss, high gloss, dishwasher safe, crackle antique. Yeah, these different bases for the actual Mod Podge, but between the different glitters. Like, I know there is different colors, like they have a gold, silver, and then a holographic. So I know that much of the Mod Podge glitters, but... And then they also have like a spray can formula, which I've never tried. I just buy the Mod Podge glitter, the Mod Podge sparkle, whatever I can find. Does the job. You can also just take regular craft glitter as well with Mod Podge, but... Yeah... Mod Podge Sparkle has gone up a bit. It's $24.90 for me to replace that Mod Podge now. I only brought that a little bit ago. Anyway. Does it dry flat or is there bumps? If you brush it on flat, it'll dry flat. But if you leave it textured, it will dry textured. The main thing is you have to leave it long enough to cure perfection. Because if you... don't, like, it's, even though it's dry, it's not fully cured. It technically says on the back of it, it needs 4 weeks to cure. I tend to leave it open on a shelf for like 3 to 5 days and then it's closed. Do you stream my Saturday, your Sunday? You stream my Monday, your Tuesday? Yes, so I do stream your Saturday, my Sunday. So I stream Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, 9 a.m. New Zealand time. Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea, Zoe. I will try to remember to do that. But yeah, also would need to find a link to like a website to convert time that also updates with daylight savings. But yes, tomorrow is my Friday, and so we should be back tomorrow, provided I'm feeling okay again. I am again feeling a little icky right now, so we'll see how we feel, but we're doing okay. We're okay. I just putting it out there that, you know, if you see a message of like, hey, no stream today, I'm just self-caring, because self-care is top tier. And so yeah, if we self-care, we self-care. But yeah, thank you for being here. We're going to go back to full-size ward art. You can have ward art here for now. Hope you've enjoyed the page. I've appreciated you all being here on this impromptu stream. I know sometimes I go longer for streams, but I'm done. I'm so done. And it's not bad. We've been going for 3.5 hours, which is longer than I thought I'd manage. So, you know, we'll take that. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my no face cam today and my pencil for being me. Some days you're a rainbow pencil, and that's okay. But yeah, look after yourself. Take care. And all going well, I'll catch you tomorrow. What do I want? I want that button there. Alright, see you later. Bye.